Oh, yeah. I mean, we got them quick hitters, man, right off the dome. The worst whooping you ever got.
Like from who?
From one of your parents. It don't matter if it's mom or pops. Worst ass whooping.
I'm gonna have to say my papa.
Oh, your papa got you?
Yeah, for sleeping on the couch.
Oh, he got a rule against sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
To this day?
You sleep on that couch if you want to. He the only one that can sleep on the couch.
All right. Yeah, man, most people I know of, they say that their grandparents don't do no whooping. They retired from it. He still lay hands on you.
Shit me.
Golly. Next one. Favorite snack. So you just need to munch on something real quick. Cheez-Its? Yeah. That's a great one. I'm right there with you. Music jamming in your ride right now. If you go and turn that engine over right now, what's playing?
Either Nipsey or Davies.
Two solid ones. All-time favorite movie?
Above the Rim.
But good one. I watched that a couple nights ago.
Above the Rim or Juice.
I watched both of them on the same night. I'm telling you, man, this dude is cultured like that. Last one. Your main hobby outside of hoops?
Shoot. I just say enjoying life. That's a hobby.
Right-handed fellowship. Now we can get it started. Now listen, I gotta let everybody know, man, because me and you, we go back a ways. And you just finished your collegiate career, at Rogers State University playing basketball. Obviously, y'all had a hell of a team this year. Didn't really get a chance to reap all the benefits because of the coronavirus and shutting everything down. But you had a recent accomplishment. You became the all-time assist leader in the history of the program over there. First of all, congrats.
Appreciate it.
Secondly, what all goes into that, man? And what I mean when I say that is like you're a guard that can score. So was it rough to balance that appetite with, setting the stage for other guys? Like, how was it?
I mean, coming in my freshman year, it was, you feel me? It was crazy. Mm-hmm. So because it's just like being with Barry.
Josh Barry, you know what I'm saying? Head girls coach at Sand Springs these days.
It was like we didn't really, like, after BC left, like, he was really our only true point guard. So after that, it was just like, shit, you get the rock out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I was. So I was like, I don't even know how many assists I was averaging in high school. Mm-hmm. I really don't. I mean, who does? But when I got to college, it was just like, he was like, the first thing he preached to me to be a facilitator to get everybody else involved. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, if I do that, I can't get my buckets.
Right.
So like,
you were thinking that immediately, right?
Yeah. So I think the hardest game for me, my freshman year, and I'm gonna get further on, was OSU. You feel me? I'm a freshman, and I ain't playing like trash minutes. Like, I'm in there 12 minutes left in the first half type. Yeah. So I'm rocking out. I look up at the scoreboard, I got 10 at half.
Like, in 12 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, right. Okay, yeah, this is light.
I'm feeling
Second
good.
Second half come out, get five buckets. So I look up at the end of the game.
I got 5 buckets or 5 points?
5 points.
Okay, 5 points. Okay, you said 5 buckets. I'm like, ooh, that's 10. All right.
So I'm like, shoot. I look up, I got 15 and 5. I'm like, yeah, I can hoop. And that next game, I didn't see the court. So it was kind of like, what else I got to do to, prove it to you?
Right.
And as I went on, I think about it. The hardest rough patch was probably my junior season, because it was still trying to. I'm getting everybody involved, but I'm gonna get mine too. So It was like a couple possessions, I'm gonna play it off, I'm gonna pass the ball around, and then when it's time to go get it, I'm gonna go try to get a bucket type. And that's when.
Did it always happen in that order where it's like, okay, I'm gonna set the stage first, and then I'm gonna get going? Did you ever have games where it was the opposite?
Yeah, a lot of games. It was just depending on who I was playing. Like feel me? We all do scouting reports, but me, like, my mentality, like, I'm different. So if I see you on the scouting report, I'm looking at what you ain't got. I'm watching film, so I'm like, bro, you can't hold me.
And that's what's going on in your mind.
And then, like, when that game comes, it's just like, shoot, in my head I know you can't hold me, then I'm gonna come out aggressive. So yeah, that game I might shoot the first 5-6 shots,
right?
Maybe, and that's when me and Barkley really clashed. It was just like,
that's your head coach, right?
Yeah, it was like, you got to learn how to be a point guard. So I'm just like, I don't. Like, what you mean? I'm hearing people talking, you feel me, like, in today's game, like, every point guard score. But it's a matter of how you get it done. Right. So I was just, like, sitting back, and then I don't remember exactly when it clicked. Because, like, pick up this year, before the season started, I'm still doing the same thing. Like, I'm rocking out, because I got a whole summer of playing with people that's like, go get a bucket. So in my head, that's what I'm thinking. And I had another dude, Marquise, that's my roommate. Mm-hmm. He the same way. But that's like what he do. Like, bruh's cold. Like, I'm talking,
a scorer, huh?
Off of ball screens, he might fall down and he's still gonna raise up and pull it. And he gonna hit it.
Is that the bright skin guard?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I'm just like, I'm like, dang. And as the season went on, the first game of the season was OSU. It was what it was at 8-4. Nothing major.
True that.
And then the first official game is when I feel like something happened. First 10 minutes, we up 21-2, and I got 6 assists. So I'm just like,
we in your senior season now.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. So wow. I'm just like, dang. Okay, maybe I can do this.
Maybe there's something to this.
Very next game, we start out 23-0.
Right.
6 assists again. I'm like, yo, this is like if y'all gonna shoot it like this, like I ain't got no problem passing. And I noticed that when I did that and got everybody else game involved, that's when we really like took off.
That's right.
So like we had games to where I scored the first 18, 20 points in the first 10 minutes. And everybody else would be 4 assists, 5 assists, along with like Chris Miller, like our post player. So it just came to a point where it was like, if this is what I got to do to win, then I'm going to do it. And I really think that brought like not just basketball, but that brought us more together off the court. Because it's like, I trust you enough to get me what I need.
Right.
And you trust me enough to get you where you need. So it was all like we had each other's back.
On a bro level.
Yeah. Because it was crazy because I had games where I had 5 points, 8 assists, 5 points, 12 assists, 18 points,
like
6 assists. Yeah. So it was just like, in my head, it's like, I can do both. I ain't got to go out here and hunt my shot.
Right.
I go out here, get you 2 trades up, let you get going, get the ball in the post, let Chris work. Because eventually they're going to worry about y'all. And now I'm like, all right.
Especially if they get cooking.
Yeah. And that's how it was. It would be games where I just throw the ball to Keith the first 5-10 minutes, shoot it. And he shoot 5 shots, he going to hit 3. So now they're like, okay, now I can't help out this corner. Well, all right, Jet, our freshman, kick it to you. Go ahead and knock down 2 trays. And once they get going, now I'm like, all right, now I got a boogie.
Yeah,
and
you just got one defender.
Yeah, that's how it was.
I'm gonna tell you, all of that stuff sounds not familiar, but it sounds interesting because I can remember at the beginning of your college career, you didn't have as long of a leash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when did that sort of turn around to where you had more rope to play and then you could do stuff like come out and assert yourself offensively early without getting snatched? Did that happen this year or your junior year?
More my junior year.
Okay.
Because it was like, and I told Coach Barkley, like we have a lot of team meetings because that's just what teams do to figure stuff out when you're going through a rough patch.
Right.
And it was just, I don't know, because I told him like after we played OSU, had 15-5, and we played. At the time, I didn't know it was. They were sorry, but I didn't know they wasn't D2, and I had 21.
Right.
So I'm just like, yo, I can play. Like, let me go, and it was just like, it wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen.
So these team meetings wouldn't be players only. It'd be with the coaches too,
like everybody involved.
Okay. Do you feel like everybody kept it real? Really spoke on how they felt about it, or did some people hold back? Cause you know how it is whenever.
Man, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. My first year, we would if it was some problems, we would have spoke out about it.
Okay.
And mainly the things would be like we have a bad practice or people ain't doing what they're supposed to do, and coach questioning who's the leader in here, and it was kind of one of those meetings.
Right.
My freshman year, we would have had upperclassmen step up, And then sophomore year, junior year, we wouldn't have had. It probably would have been the same 2 or 3 people, and it's not like a point to where it's just like, yeah, like that's my fault. It's just like, yeah, let me answer this so you can stop asking.
That's right. Just it's real generic.
Yeah, and it became a point to where like coach would look at me for leadership, and I would just be like, he wants somebody like rah, like you cut up, like I'm finna get in your jersey tight.
That's right.
And I'm different because I know. Back at the crib, you do that, you finna bang.
Yeah,
like
that's right.
And it's not necessarily like I'm scared and that like intimidated, but it's just like
it ain't
I don't
productive.
feel like I feel like me getting mad at him and him getting mad at me, and then we don't ever talk about it. Like that don't get us nowhere.
That don't make sense.
We like me and Barkley battled that. That's what he wanted me to be, but I'm telling coaches like I can only talk so much. Like me, I'm gonna go out there and play hard, and that's what extended my rope. So it was just like no matter what's happening over here, like I'm gonna go out here and play.
That's right.
So as the leadership role built it, and I like started doing what I'm supposed to. You feel me? Still playing hard, whether we winning or losing. Barkley was just like, all right, I know he may mess up, but he gonna go 120% messing up.
Right.
So that's when my leash really extended.
True.
And then with me being like the backup point guard freshman and sophomore year to possibly starting and going back and forth my junior year. We knew we were like moving into the MIAA, which is supposed to be like the hardest conference in the D2 division, I guess you could say.
Right.
And it was just like, Barkley know how to motivate you. And I remember what he said in my exit meeting.
Hold on, at the end of which year?
Junior year.
Okay.
So wasn't shooting the ball great. Percentages wasn't great. I'm not a big percentage guy, so in my head I'm like,
Well, were you taking bad shots, you think?
Yeah, a few of them.
I can appreciate being honest.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. A few of them was bad, but then it was just like, all right. He told me, he was just like, we going to the MIAA. I got a cousin that played at Missouri Southern, so it's just like I hear bits and pieces or whatever.
Right.
And he was just like, those point guards down there, they'll eat you alive, this and that. So in my head, I'm like, bro, come on now.
You don't know who you talking to, huh?
Like you know better than that. Before anybody come out here and just smack me, we gonna fight. So. And like the whole summer I worked, and then when we got to my senior year, we starting to hoop. We got a backup point guard, and you playing pickup, you sizing them up like, yeah, let me see who I'm finna cook today.
That's exactly the way it's supposed to go.
And it was him that day, and it was him a lot of days. So I'm just like, because I remember Barkley told me, I'm gonna find a point guard that's better than you, and maybe we'll get something done. So when he said that, I was just like, hold on. Damn. In my head, I told my pops, I'm just like. You feel me? I don't know if that was a shot or if he's saying that to motivate me.
Right.
And I'm talking to, I talked to my pops. I'm talking to Wayne. I'm talking to Coach Carter, like Coach Walker, all of them. And I'm just like trying to get a feel of like, what bro talking about?
Yeah,
like,
where's he coming from with that?
Yeah.
I think that was a flat out tactic, man.
Yeah. So when we got back to campus, I was just, and I said that the whole summer working out. Like, I don't care who you get. Like, they're not going to outwork me. They're not, like, I don't care where they from. Like, they're not better than me. So when we got the pickup, it was just like, yeah, bro, you gotta rock with me. And me being there 3 years, it's like I done been through this. It's my gym. Like you come over here. And a lot of the days, like we battled. Like we had a thing where whoever had the most wins by the end of preseason, like gotta either they gear early, some new kicks, or whatever it was. So that kind of made it competitive.
Right.
And then it got to the point to where we didn't even care about the stuff afterwards. Like we talking noise on the court, so now it's like, nah, bro, you ain't finna talk to me all day after this.
That's right.
So
bragging rights kicked in.
So we got with it, and I ended up being in the top 5, and we ended up just getting like a stock, like an early stocking cap or some gear that we didn't get last year type stuff.
Yeah.
So
it just worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: how important was it to you to be a starter? And where I'm coming from with that is like. I hate to sound like that old dude, but I'm going to say today it seems like it matters more, for profile purposes, just to get your name called and all of that, even if you play less minutes than you would as a reserve. And I don't really understand that. Like, what's your take on that? Was it big to you to be a starter or play a lot? I guess both would be a good answer too, right?
Yeah. Because you feel me, that's the ultimate goal is to start. You feel me? You feel like you get a certain notoriety when you feel me when you get that.
That's right.
And for me, it was just freshman year, I knew I wasn't gonna start, so it wasn't a big deal, and I knew I still had the same point guard coming back my sophomore year, so it was just like I'm in the same boat with another 2 guard that's finna come in that's just as good as me or got more experience than me going to the JUCO level.
True that.
So I'm just like, man,
you knew you had your work cut out.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay. I know I'm going to play more this year. I might not know how much, but you feel me? I'm going to go out here and ball when it's time to – and plus, me still being young, I don't really know the system, so now I got to figure out how can I get my buckets without coach getting pissed off. Mm-hmm. All right, maybe I get a few in transition or off the rotation.
Yep.
And it was just like, man, why am I not starting? And I'm going back home. That's part of the reason why I stopped going to Muskogee, just hearing the different voices, you feel me? And it was just like, bro, you should be out there to start. You need to take every shot, this, and that. And I'm like, bro, it don't work like that.
Getting a whole bunch of bad advice.
Y'all saying that, but y'all don't understand. College ball don't work like that.
Not at all.
It's a certain few that got that, all right, coach, just let them rock out. Mm-hmm. And I ain't had it, so it was just like, man.
Well, would you say you didn't have it or you hadn't earned it yet?
I haven't earned it yet. Okay, I got it now. Come on.
Yeah. And, that's what I was trying to get to.
But I ain't had that leash yet. So it was kind of like, man, I'm looking at the league. I'm like, hold on. A couple of my favorite players coming off the bench. You got Jamal Crawford. And the biggest one was Lou. So I'm just like, bro, Luke coming off the bench and he's still getting 23. And not even forcing. He just coming off the bench like, all right, second unit, you feel me? I'm gonna take more of the shots, but I'm gonna get everybody involved as well.
That's right.
So it was just like, if it's been done before, why can't it be done? Like it can't be done again.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
at any level.
Yeah. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna come in. I ain't got to score 13, 14. Right. I give it a little 6, 8. Eventually, them 8s is gonna add up.
That's right.
To W. So it's just like, that's just kind of how I looked at it.
And I always tell players, even some of my own players today, it's like, listen, you sort of have an advantage coming in from off the bench. Yeah. Number one, there's not a lot of pressure on you. Yep. Number two, you get to sit back and gauge what's happening out there. Like, okay, what are we missing? You know, what type of spark is missing? Definitely. So whenever they pull my jersey, I'm going in there and I'm bringing that. And then a lot of times, and I'm pretty sure you experience this too, even as a reserve, depending on how well, like if you get in there and start grooving, you might end up playing longer than the starter.
Yeah,
that's, you know what I mean? Closing
really
games.
How it was. Yeah, because we run ball screen offense. Right. So that's what I kind of, and that's why every time I went to play pickup somewhere, I'm just like, yo, just put me in a lot of ball screens so I can figure how to move like this. Okay. And from the bench, it was just like, all right, what they doing on their ball screens? They hedging, soft hedging, sagging, no hedge at all. So it's just like figuring out, okay, well, if I boom, come off of here, I got a pocket pull up. So like that's how I look at it. Then defensively, like I'm gonna lock up. That's what really got me on the court is me playing defense. Also, I give credit to like Pops and Coach Barry because I wasn't playing defense as a kid. Like I'm just throw the ball in the air if you want to. I'm running the passing lane. Boom.
That's it. So you a center field. Huh?
Yeah. So now like when I got with Coach Barry and like talking to Pops, it was just like now you got to learn how to guard on the ball. And with Barry, like you know how you play. Pick up Barry guard you 94 feet, and his feet his feet ain't gonna stop moving.
In his 30s. Man, come on, man, you gotta relax.
So it's just like I mean, and he played with like top notch people. You feel me? Like at the T. Yeah. So it's just like man. It's something about that made him successful that I got to do.
That's right.
So it's just like...
It didn't take long for you to buy into it?
Nah, at all. Because, you know, with him, you don't play defense, you ain't playing. And that was the same thing with Barkley. Barkley was like, you play hard, you play defense, like, you going to play. So me coming off the second unit, it's like, if I want to stay in the game, I got to go figure out who cooking that's a guard-wise and go out there and clamp up. And a lot of the times, that's what he did. It was just like, all right, get in there. Go guard number 30. Bro might already have 15 points in the first half.
Right.
Go get him. And he might, you know, he gonna get it. He got his buckets, but it's like you gonna work for him.
Work.
Yeah.
That's the key about it, because I think like this, man. Whenever you got top talents that got a lot in their bag, it's not a such thing as shutting them down, dude, to where they have zero. At all. You know what I mean? You may be able to get them.
I wouldn't say that, because I done had a few this year.
Like shutouts, goose eggs.
Shutouts.
Oh man.
And they were averaging 16, 17 points. Granted, it's a team thing. You feel me? I ain't on them the whole 40 minutes, but
collectively y'all had them bottled up.
Yeah, like it was games to where, and coach scouting reports, knowing your personnel, he big on that. Like most teams say they get quizzed. We don't get quizzed, but coach gonna drill it. Like you gonna know he averaged 17. You gonna know he gonna go to the boards. You know he gonna play hard on defense. It's stuff like that. So you mess up in practice, it's just like you think he gonna turn the ball over.
That's right.
All right, coach, mark that down. He gonna get his head bust.
Yeah,
like straight up, just like that. And some players didn't know how to take that in my younger days. So me, you feel me? I'm like, bro, go ahead, come on, check up.
That's right.
So, like I said, like one dude was averaging 18 and 4, 17 and 7, and we had a 3-man that was getting money. Like I'm talking 21, 23 a game, and I'm guarding all 3 of them when the game starts. Like the majority of the whole game guarding. Right. And we switching on them, doing what we need to do. And by the end of the game, we look up 2 of the 3, 0, 0 for 8, 0 for 7.
Ooh-wee.
Other one got about 4 points, but it was like 2 for 9, 2 for 10. So it's just like, yeah.
I did a hell of a job.
Yeah, like that.
You know we got to flip the coin now on the opposite side. Because I know you take pride in your defense. Did you have any experiences where it was rough on you? You know what I mean? You was after somebody was giving you some work, and you were putting up you putting together what you thought was a good effort, but they were just, you know, good offense beats good defense. You ever had one of them moments where like, yo, I'm getting cooked low key?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which year was it, first of all?
Freshman year.
All right,
again,
that makes sense.
You know, Spider.
Yes, sir.
Fort Smith. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And at the time,
load,
that was our rival. So it was
Yeah.
just like that game is always juiced up. Like it's gonna be crunk in there.
Right.
And I'm an underclassman. I'm like, I know Spider personally, so I'm just like, you feel me? I think I know what you do, but we ain't hooped in a while.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
it's one thing to know something's coming, but you still got to deal with it.
And like I'm there, boom, 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 pull up, contest everything, cash. I'm like, damn, you just hit one, 3 more go in. I'm like, bruh.
Ooh.
I'm looking around, and coach looking at me like, you gonna guard? I'm like, bruh, like,
I know you see me guarding, coach.
And then we had one this year, bro from NSU, his name Kendrick Thompson. Shout out Kendrick, man. Mm-hmm. And I played at NSU this summer, but he ain't played. Like he was just out there chilling. He was like, "Where you go to school at?" I was like, "Roger State," not even knowing like we gonna end up playing them this year. So at home, you feel me? Clamps.
Right.
No, at they place it was clamps. Like,
oh yeah,
you ain't getting nothing.
Okay.
Locked up. You think he had like 5-6 points, maybe 7.
All right.
Then they come to the crib and shit.
He must have remembered.
I don't know. I'm guarding them, and the possession's going through. Boom, we going back and forth trading buckets, and bro just took off. Like we talking on the court, but there ain't no trash talk yet. And he just took off, come down, step back, bang.
Ooh.
All right. Now I switch on the point guard. Keith is guarding him. Come down, step back, bang. Coach was like, can y'all get up on the 3-point line? So we like, all right, let's lock up. You feel me? Let's get it. Shit, we look up, bro. I had 5 in the first half, and I'm talking all off the dribble, pull-ups, boom. And I'm out for a fact. I know for a few. I'm telling him like, bro, I just fouled you, dog.
I just fouled.
And he was just like, shit, I'm feeling it.
That's how I'm feeling.
So I'm just like, nah, you ain't getting no more the second half. So I think we were up 8 maybe,
right,
6, and shit. He come out the same thing second half. Boom.
Wow.
I'm like, yo.
You making adjustments out here, man? You gonna no catch him? What's happening?
Bro went for like 38, no cap.
Ooh.
And I'm talking, he was like 9 for
serious number, right?
Like
there,
I'm talking like a high clip, like 9 for 14 from the tray.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough to deal with.
9-14 to 10-16. One of them.
You talking about threes
off the dribble? Yeah,
oh, that's tough, man.
And I'm just like, bro, like, and we end up getting smacked by 20
at home.
What was that? Second loss of the season. And I'm just like, damn. At home to NSU, knowing Barkley went to school there.
Yeah. You know that.
And
meant
I'm
a
just
little
like,
more
we in
him.
the locker room, he's spazzing. You already know what's going on. So I'm just like, man. So I text Coach Wayman the next day. I'm like, yo, I gotta watch this film. I'm like, bro, ain't no way he just sat here and just like. Now a few of them might have been open, late contest, but out of them 9 or 10, I'm gonna say 6 of them was heavily contested, and he just over the top.
And rhythm is a trip too, yo. Because once you see about 2 or 3 of them joints go in, it's like
I'm talking like ain't no step back straight up and down. It's step back this way to the left, and it was just like, yo, like we played good defense, but when we got to the conference tournament and they played against Missouri Southern,
right?
Deja vu. He out there like NSU shot 2 or 3 shots and missed, and he canceled it. Give me the rock,
just like that.
Double team, bang. Looked up, bro had 21 in the first half off of trays. NSU got 24 points. Like, bro
I'm guessing the other person who scored a 3.
Man,
ain't number 3's being handed out.
And that was probably the only game where I felt like it's like, my ass with this, and I ain't nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, man.
They always say make adjustment, but it was like, damn, like I don't want to pressure up, and then bro go by, get the layup. Now I look even worse. Now bro doing a step back and out here boogieing.
Gotta get in his body, man. Like, fellas, man, help me. I'm about to send him to you. It'd be like that though.
That was a tough pill right there.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Kendrick though, for real.
For sure. Game recognizing game. Now we got to shift the focus a little bit. You know what I mean? And our special little speak up moment. Man, listen, what's hot right now? Coronavirus. Facts. Right? It done shut down life pretty much, man. We sitting around.
They ain't shut down nothing over here.
I feel that. Now, but see, the only problem I got, I ain't gonna say the only problem, but the biggest problem I got with it is like, all right, everybody, it's ideal to be like, yo, we ain't gotta go to school, bet. Or yo, we don't have to go to work, bet. But all the other alternatives, the stuff that I would be doing on a regular off day, can't do. Ain't no gyms or none of that. So what you been doing during this break in action? Like, how has the coronavirus affected you?
Man, when it first kicked off, you feel me, we were still in the season. So it was just like, it is what it is. So when
it hadn't just hit.
When they shut down our conference tournament, that's when it hit. Like, not really for life, but it was just like, yo, like, We ain't first year making to the national tournament. We ain't got nothing to show for it. We ain't got a dub, a L. We ain't even get to lace them up. You feel me? So it was just like, how y'all cancel something that, like, y'all, this shit affecting everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
that was gonna be monumental for y'all program, man.
And as of now, it's just like I'm still locked in. Like, to me, it's spring break. Like, everybody else is partying. I'm trying to hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where the hoops at? Everybody back home. Like, I'm trying to hoop. And
trying to find a place to do that is that's the rough part, man.
And if it is, it's like very discreet. Like, everybody, it's probably 10 people max in there.
Yeah.
Don't invite nobody type.
Yeah. So you can't even get it in outside because it's raining all over the place.
Man, so it's just like I don't know. I ain't really a gamer, so I don't be in the crib on the game like that. So
Same.
I'm trying to do something. Like, I woke up the other morning so bored. I pulled out a deck of cards. Ace of spades, or any spades, squats. So if I get a 2 spade, make that times 10. Knockout squats. Diamonds, push-ups, sit-ups.
Right.
Something else. Like, just
you got to be productive somehow.
Yeah, just trying to do something. Shoot.
I did something similar the other day. I was like, man, I feel like I ain't broke a sweat in a week. I said, it's a problem, dog, because I've been eating every day. So I said, we got to burn some of it.
Facts.
Let me ask you this: would you say that you think we overreacting?
Yeah, I done said that before though, because like we got interviewed with Channel 6, Channel 8 about all of this.
When you say we, who you talking about?
Like the team, like a few of the seniors.
Like after it got shut down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when we got back from Kansas City, like I think it was Channel 6, they met us at the gym along with like all our fans. Like, I can send you the video, but like they met us at the gym. Like, we got police escorts coming back to the crib, all of that. And it was, we know we didn't win, like, you feel me? But it was that was a milestone in with us, not only like in the season but in RSU history.
Right.
So when they interviewed us, they asked us about that. They was just like, how do you feel? And I'm just like, man, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, we overreacting. Like, we done seen. I'm a conspiracy guy. So you feel me?
He's a conspirator.
Yeah, and yes, I believe the world is flat, and I argue with anybody. But
fair enough.
Off of that, it's just like we done seen this before. The bird flu, the swan flu. People die from the regular flu. Right. You feel me? So it's just like, why are we overreacting to this? And I don't mean to sound, you feel me, like
insensitive.
Yeah, but the only people passing away are the elderly. Pneumonia could have got them and they pass away. Is that a pandemic? People drink and drive every day. People commit suicide every day. That's not a pandemic. What makes it a pandemic? Is it the virus or is it because people are dying? Because people die every day. So you feel me? Like, what make this that much more important to where we got to shut down the whole world?
Right.
Like, and I feel like if people got natural habits, you gonna keep your hands clean. You're not gonna go out here and just touch who did what and just go grab a burger and start smashing.
Right.
Like,
that's a little inhumane.
If that's in your everyday habit, then that's what you're gonna do. Then you might get it. You feel me? But it's like, I wash my hands every day. Like David Banner said, like, I'm not finna freak out.
Right.
Like, for what?
That's true.
Like, for what?
Yeah.
That's what they want us to do. We panic and now we running to buy everything in the grocery store, not looking out for the next man.
That's right. I'm gonna tell you what was telling to me whenever I went to one of the grocery stores or even a dollar store. And somebody had posted this the other day on social media. It was like, you got all the toiletries, cleared out. They done bought all that, but then when you go on the aisle with all the meds, you know what I mean, and the stuff that's designed to boost your immune system,
people ain't like that. Like, I watched Dr. Sebi stuff on not Netflix, YouTube.
Okay.
I watched Dick Gregory talk about stuff. Like, and this all of this stems from our pops. Like, this when I go home and talk, like, this is the things we talk about.
Right.
So it's just like, how is it that y'all taking the processed meat, stuff that's gonna spoil, instead of taking, okay, let me go grab some green stuff.
Right.
You feel me? Something that's healthy. The vitamins and stuff, you can. I ain't did my research on the vitamins, so I'm sure there's something out there that can help. But why is that still filled up? Y'all gonna take all of this, but not take the healthy stuff. That don't make no sense. And I also believe that everything that we need as a cure it may be, certain things that maybe require some science.
True
But
that.
as far as everything else, I feel like it's plant-based.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to find the cure is in what we see every day. It's something else besides the plasma and the cell membrane and all that stuff that we learn in school inside these plants that can help do some great.
You gotta be something that comes from the earth.
Yeah, that's why I feel like that comes from me, like actually like sitting down and watching like Dr. Sebi explain everything that he possibly could while he was here. And I just feel like that man was smart.
Mm-hmm.
You know when somebody's smart, you know when somebody just talking.
And isn't it ironic that those that have that type of knowledge, why they don't seem to last that long? You know what I mean? Because I know you're conspiracy theorist.
We know why they don't last that long.
Man.
The same reason why all the black leaders is gone. And don't even give me started.
Yeah. That's a whole nother rabbit hole.
That's a whole nother
So
thing.
is it safe to say you're not taking any like super extreme precautions differently than what you normally would?
Like people, like they say people should be scared, this and that, but like I'm not scared. I'm gonna be cautious.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going. The folks that went to Miami and Padre for spring break, like probably I understand you living your life. I say I'm gonna live mine, but I'm gonna be cautious. I'm not just finna go down there.
Nah, that probably don't make much sense.
Because it's a lot more spreading down there than just the virus going around.
Mm-hmm.
But you feel me? To each his own.
Yeah. But while we living, we gotta kind of keep living.
That is true. That's why I ain't holding it against you. Shoot, I got homies that went down there.
Yeah.
So just like, bro, that's on you.
Yeah. Let me know how you feel.
Look, you gonna snap me and let me know what's going on. So go ahead
right.
and
you gonna live vicariously.
Yeah, put one in the air for me.
Right here, wilding. All right, back to the business of basketball. I can remember, matter of fact, a couple of days ago we had a conversation and you told me that I guess once the season was pretty much declared over, you got to have some real talk with Coach Barkley. You know what I mean? And you let him know that I think you said you let him know that you were almost out of there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You were thinking about making a move to another school. Was that your freshman year?
Yeah, that was my freshman year. That was off the road games of OSU. It really, I ain't even gonna lie. It was my freshman year after OSU all the way until like Christmas break of my sophomore year. Like I wanted to. I was on the phone with Barry. I'm on the phone with Carter. Like, yo, I want to leave. Because it's the fact that, like I said, I'm scoring. Like, and in my head, that's what I got to do to play.
Right.
So it's like I'm scoring 15 against OSU as a freshman.
Right.
10 against ORU. That's all we play freshman. Then we get to my sophomore year, 10 against ORU again.
Mm-hmm.
Think I had like 8 or 9 against North Texas. So it's just like what else I got to do, bro?
True.
Like I don't.
Were y'all communicating at this point?
Nah, okay. I'm telling you, like me and Barkley clash. Like it was some AI Larry Brown type. Clash. And it would be some days, some weeks, months that we were like rocking. Like everything is on point, moving like how it's supposed to.
Right.
A machine for real.
True
and
that.
then there would be some days where it's just like
Man.
You feel me? Like not going nowhere.
You're
so
like
it's
love,
just like
hate almost.
I'm like, damn, like
what
I don't want to be here, bro.
Right.
Like I'm telling my moms, like, I don't want to be here. Like, I'm finna find me a JUCO to go to. That's what everybody's saying. Like, you ain't playing enough game, you can transfer this and that. So I'm just like, Barry, like, talk to your people. Cause like people still used to hit Barry up and ask like, am I thinking about staying or do I want to leave? Stuff like that. And I also still have football teams still hitting me up.
Right. Did you still have that fire burning to play football possibly at that point?
Yeah. I tell people all the time, like, people don't believe me when I tell them, like, bro, I was a dog on that football field. Like,
man, he wasn't bad.
Like,
he wasn't bad.
But it was just like, man, like, I want to leave. But
what made you stay?
My mama, for real. And my grandpa.
Really?
Yeah. Like, moms was preaching, shoot, you getting your school paid for. Like, and at the time, it's just like, man, I'm good enough. I can get my school paid for whether I transfer or not. Yeah. So that was our argument. Then my grandpa was just like, nah, you need to stay. Like, you paying for school and you hooping. But I'm just like, I'm not playing.
Right.
But it's
you gotta pay those dues.
Yeah.
Man.
So I'm just like, man, all right. The exit meeting coming around for my sophomore year, and he was just like, so what's the deal? And I'm just like, yeah, I'll be here.
You talking about at the end of your freshman year, going into your sophomore year?
No, in the sophomore year, going to junior year.
Also, so he must have had an idea too.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's what he says to all his players. Like, all right, you gonna be around? Can I expect you?
Yeah,
no?
I think that's what he say to all the players.
Okay.
But it was just like, hey, I'll be here. I ain't got nowhere else to go, so you feel me, just signed it. But
what you said that your mama and your and your grandpa was saying to you, that's pretty much the basic feedback whenever somebody's telling you. But one thing that I've noticed, I learned this actually from Wayne Jackson. When he left Missouri State, West Plains up there going to junior college, and he came to Murray, where I was at, he lost a ton of credits, like almost a semester's worth. And he was on track to graduate from Murray with his associates.
That's
and
another
he didn't
thing.
get a chance to do that.
Yeah,
so you lose credits bouncing around.
Yeah, that's
people
why
don't be telling you that though.
That's why I didn't want to do it. I'm just like, bro, I've been doing college work since, and anybody that know me, like my mom's gonna get mad at me for saying this, but I hate school.
Yeah.
Like, and this started as a kid.
Right.
Like most people say in high school, oh, the work is hard. No, like I didn't like school from elementary.
Straight up.
If I didn't
Learning wasn't ever fun.
No. People would ask me, what's your favorite subject?
Son.
I don't have one. Like I just want to hoop. I want to play football. Like that's still my mentality. Like I don't like school. My coaches know that.
You do it because you have to.
Yeah. So it's just like you feel me?
That's true.
I'm gonna learn what I need to learn to pass this class, and hopefully I still retain it to take it to the next level if I need it.
Yeah.
But it's just like I just wanted to hoop. So it was just like they telling me that, and I'm just like, all right, like I'm hearing you, but I'm not really tripping off that. Like I just want to play ball.
What was the advice that Barry and Carter and Walker were giving you? Did it sound the same as what your mom and grandpa were saying, or were they giving you some different game about whenever you were on the fence about staying or going?
Barry was more like finish out the year. Like don't worry about it. Finish out whatever is my freshman year, sophomore year. Finish that out, and then if I still feel the same once the summertime hit, not late summertime, but like when season is over with, before school is out, if I'm still like feeling the same, then go ahead and explore my options. Carter, you know how he is. You just soft.
You just soft.
You just soft. So
stupid.
At that point, I'm just like, Carter, bro, I don't even want to holler at you no more.
Telling you something you don't want to hear.
I mean, he preached some knowledge too. He was just like, you feel me? You got to work for it. Like, you transfer, what's that gonna do? And then my pops really hit home when I went to him. Me and him can kick it up all day and just talk. Right. So it was just, I told him the same thing, and he was just like, the same stuff that I went through at Rogers, if I transfer, it's gonna be the same stuff. You still gonna have to prove yourself to not only the coaching staff, because they might have just brought you in because you look good on paper.
Right.
So you got to prove to them you can actually play, on top of proving to them that you can outplay the players that's already on scholarship or that's already been in the program, paid their dues. So
all the financial investments.
Yeah, so it's just like, man, like if I got to do this all over again, I might as well just
ride it on
stay
out.
Here. Yeah,
I feel
that's kind of how it was.
Now you are a couple of years removed from that time, right? So you've gotten older, more experience, more perspective. When you look at it in hindsight, are you able to sort of pinpoint why you think you might have gone through some of those struggles, or is it you still confused as to why?
Nah, I ain't confused at all.
Oh, yeah,
I feel like everything I went through got me to this point. Like I'm a whole new person.
Right.
Like, a whole new person.
Whole new, huh?
It's crazy because like I look like I got great memories. So I look back throughout my whole college career, the times me and Barkley was fighting, the assistant coach was fighting, getting kicked out of practice. You feel me? Like stuff like that. It's like, bro, like it really paid off.
Kick you out of practice. Get him out.
Yeah, easy. Go to the locker room.
You be
no, I ain't getting off the court. Get off the court. So now we walking towards each other, and it's just like, man, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
So it's just like
about to get a little smoky at practice.
Yeah, but I mean that's what families fight. And that's one thing we preach at our program. Like, we gonna fight. Like, the best players on the team, me, Marquise, and Big Chris, we fought. Like,
right.
We felt like Chris was on dirt, not not making easy layups, stuff like that. Bro, like, wake up.
Called him out.
Yeah. Key, same thing with me. I got 2 turnovers bad. I ain't talking about like tip pass turnover. I'm talking about like throw it and ain't nobody over there turnover.
Oh wow.
Tighten up, bro. What you doing?
I feel it.
Hey, coach, get him out. Same thing with Keith. He taking dumb shots. Come on, bro. We don't need that. You want to argue? All right, bro. I ain't hearing it. So it's just like, and it was just like, we all roommates. So it's like, we got to talk about it someday.
Yeah, at some
so
point.
it just became like, it was just like we held each other accountable, and that's what pushed us, and that's what Coach was preaching the whole time, and that's what me being there 4 years, I didn't heard him say it. Year 1, year 2, year 3. Now it's year 4. I'm just like, man, like, all right, now I hear what you're saying, and it would.
It's starting to make some sense.
Yeah, and it also went along with like a lot of other things he was saying. Like, we always had the tools, but there was always a bump in the season that we could never get over in my years, and I remember it came to. I think we were 16 and 3 at the time. 15 and 3.
This season?
Yeah, 15 and 3.
Right.
And in the past, once we hit that 15-3 mark, L, win.
Losing that rhythm, huh?
So that's all he preached. And I was having meetings, like I'm talking, I would wake up and text my girl, like, babe, Barkley gonna text me in the morning. Watch, I bet. 8 o'clock in the morning, I like to meet with you in my office.
Straight up.
I'm like, man, I'm screenshotting, we laughing like I'm telling you, and I already know what the meeting about.
Yeah.
But each meeting was like a meeting that I've had in the past, just more in the detail because my role is bigger.
That's right.
And the thing he preached was just like, yo, like we need this. Like, if you do this, this would be the best year you've ever had.
Did you buy into
basketball career? Not the first 2 weeks.
Okay.
And that's why we continued to struggle. We lost 3 straight. So we went from 15 and 3 to 15 and 4. And now we just like, damn, like, all right, we need to tighten up. But then we're like, the season ain't over yet.
Not even
We 15 wins. Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Barkley still having the same meetings. And I'm just like, man, hold on. Like, we 15 and 4. 3-game losing streak. Like, something got to give. And we just wasn't playing good ball. So he was telling me, like, you do this, I promise you. You'll have the career. You'll have, one of the best statistical careers in RSU history. And I'm just like, all right, bro. Like,
yeah.
we and now you feel me, like I trusted him, but now it's just like, now let me 100% buy in.
Right.
I wouldn't even say 100. I'd say like 150. Hell, I've been there 3 years, so It's like, let's just do it.
Would you say that was I guess that process that you went through to finally be like, okay, was it a matter of you not wanting to do it yet? You know what I mean? Was it not you didn't want to change your approach, or what was the hang up, I guess?
Just still me, the young me, still being back here. I feel like that's what it was. But once I finally like, all right, let me, because 11-1, like, we playing good ball, and we like first 4 or 5 games we smacking teams 20 ball, 30 ball. Then we had a few close ones, and it's just like, all right, we cool. Them three bombs hit. I'm like, all right,
rocking easy.
Now let's figure out how we can get back on track, because I done been here before, and I remember. It was a Monday. Our Monday practices were shit.
All season?
Period. Shit. All season. Even when we got to the conference tournament.
Dang.
So it was just
a
like,
pattern.
Yeah. And he was telling us that. He was like, before we lost 3 straight, he was like, this is going to catch up to y'all and we going to lose. Mm-hmm. Bang, bang, bang. So now we just like, all right. So he telling us, like, we have a team. We get kicked out of practice. Easiest drill. Pass. Get it back. Pass. Get it back. Layup.
No dribble, baby.
Full court.
Right.
We missing layups. Start over. Niggas is in there laughing.
Just lack of focus.
And it's like, it's me. I'm like, I'm trying to get myself ready, so I can't. That's how I take it. Like, I can't tell you to get ready if I ain't got myself mentally ready. So I'm quiet.
Yeah, don't nobody want to follow a hypocrite.
Coach on me. You ain't been in the league. This is now. I'm like, all right, bro. Now you finna piss me off because I'm trying to, you feel me? I'm trying to get there, and you rushing. Before I looked up, Barkley kicked the ball in the rafters, the banner falling down. Get the off my court.
Straight up.
So now it's just like, no, we gonna get it right. No, get the out of here.
Yeah.
So now we go sit in the locker room. Man, we had a meeting for 2.5 hours. He walked in there.
That's longer than practice.
He slammed the chair down and was like, I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't moving until I get some answers. Mm-hmm. And we just like, what are you talking about? The hell was that? What's going on? Why we can't practice right? This, and that. And
opening drill, huh?
Man, and it was just like, he was like, either y'all gonna speak up or I'm gonna start calling y'all out. Nobody spoke up. So he started pointing. Boom, go. You want to play? Go, talk. And it took everybody a while, but that's what he was preaching. He was like, he'd been there before his playing career and coaching. And then when he called me out, that's what really hit.
Right.
So it was just
Did
like.
he say something to you that was any different than what you had already heard, though?
Yeah, like this was totally different. But I knew it, though. So it was, the truth hurt.
Yeah, it does.
And he was just like, how many years you been here? It's your 4th year with me? He was like, and how many times have you been in this spot? And I was just like,
4.
3 years, you feel me? And the thing that hit me was my freshman year. I had a chance to win 2 rings back to back. And like the conference and then the conference tournament. Mm-hmm. Same spot. All we need to do is win 3. No, all we got to do is win 2 out of the last 3 games. Win the first one. Drop the second one. So now the pressure is on. And we play at Fort Smith. And they are rival. So the game is on point.
Yep.
You drop that one.
That's it.
Sophomore year, the same exact thing. Man. So it was just like he owned me, and I'm just like, damn.
Right.
Like I really like 2 rings like go through my hands, like just like right there. So that's what really hit home. And then like in that meeting, it was just like he asking us like, y'all say y'all love the game, and like you feel me, I got the tattoo, so it's kind of like he at me. You say you love the game, why you play? And he was like, I don't want to hear that my favorite player played. I don't want to hear that. Like what you playing for? Yeah. And I kind of like just sat back. And I was just like, he was like, I don't want to hear none of that. Take care of your family. Because your mom's had you playing at 3. Like, what you playing for? Like, why you continue to work like you work? And I just kind of sat back. And I was just like, man, the reason why I hoop is because I can still hoop. I got a homie that's been locked up for 4 years, and we started at RSU together. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, he can't hoop no more. Like, bro, never touch a ball. Right. So it's like, even on my Instagram post, like, free cooks. Like, that's my bro. That's right. And that's why I hooped. It was just like, because I got to hoop for the both of us. I felt like.
True that.
So it's like, that's why I played the game. Like, man,
you put something on my mind with saying that. Yeah. Because now, what I want to ask you, and you just touched on it, how many guys can you think of right off the top that you outlasted? You know what I mean? Because you know how y'all start out together and then cats, fall by the wayside for a bunch of different reasons. Either they can't handle the freedom, or they, can't get rid of old habits that they brought with them from home, or they don't like being pushed, or maybe they just ain't good enough and they get cut. Like, was there a bunch that started and then you look around and like, I'm the last man?
Not even from playing with them, but like playing against them. Like, I'm cool with a bunch of people up here. Okay. And to see them, like, we'll be at hoop sessions, and I'll be like, bro, where you go to school at? They'll name a school that we played or I seen play. I'm like, where you go to college at? Bro, I ain't go. All right.
You trying to figure out why?
Yeah, I'm like, what's happening? Oh, nothing. Coach was on this, or I ain't do it. Some of them confess, like, I messed up, stuff like that. So it's just like, I'm like, dang. And that's another thing Barkley said. Barkley was like, look at how many people you hoop with in 4 years in high school and how many of them are still playing college ball. And I kind of sat back and I was just like,
number was kind of up there, wasn't it?
I was like, man, it's only a few of them that I can, like.
That's real though.
Like, and at the time, I'm just like, that's like that I hoop with, like, that were upperclassmen was only one. Mm-hmm. David.
That's right.
That was it.
Easily.
And it was just like, damn. But not saying that like that's what hunts Muskogee, but that's what it is. Like, you had I can't tell you how many athletes my pops told me about that was like that back in his day. Right. And even the ones that I seen as a kid, elementary wise, that played in high school was as far as they got, maybe a year or 2 in college, and that was it. So it was just like, for me to be there, do that, and now I'm exceeding like what they did. It's just like, shit. I don't think I'm better, but I'm blessed to have gone the same route. We might have had different paths or different obstacles, but in general, we took the same path, and I made it up. So I feel like I'm blessed to. You
ain't quit. You didn't do nothing stupid that you couldn't come back from. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it say.
Like all that ink right there. I just don't quit. Me? Yeah. I just didn't quit.
Yeah.
And the word to nip. You know what I mean?
For real though.
You know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in a little bit.
He got me through the senior year.
That's right. I got 2 more things I want to throw at you. School. Obviously, they didn't just cancel the season. Yeah. You just told me before we cut the mics and the cameras on that they've canceled school at RSU for the rest of the semester.
It's over with.
What does that do to you directly? Because you getting ready to graduate,
Yeah.
right?
So
In May. Well, who knows now? You know what I mean?
and
But
graduation gonna be online.
graduate, so everything's online. You still got you still doing an internship, right?
Yeah.
From a distance. All that's interesting to me. How in the hell? How you gonna do that?
Shoot.
Or what if they told you what you got to do?
They got.
When I say they, I'm talking administration.
So right now we still on spring break.
Right.
So our they gave us, so we get a week of spring break. With the virus being out, they gave us an extra week. So we didn't have to be back until the 3rd.
All right.
Then when they said that everything was going online, so now all the homework's been pushed back to the 5th.
Okay.
So it's just like everything, like you got a class on campus, it's online. Your teacher just got to, because everything should be on our website. So all the teacher got to do is just open that assignment. Mm-hmm. So you ain't got a book, you ain't got a book.
Wow, you got to be real creative and resourceful now.
Not really, because you feel me, all the answers, we got the internet. Like you can find anything on it. So people done made apps, all of that. So it's like online really, if you discipline, online really easy. I got 2 classes. So it's just like all I got to
being disciplined.
Hey, working? 2 classes, everything due on Sunday.
Okay.
I'm chilling.
Simple enough.
Chilling. But as far as my internship, like they told us we got to figure out what our supervisor want us to do from the house. And I'm just like, I shadow a athletic director.
That's right.
What are he doing from the crib? Like,
that's right. That's
you can't do nothing from the crib besides send mass emails and
make phone calls
and flyers.
That's right.
Like you can't, you feel me? So I'm just finna chill.
Limited.
Hey, text my advisor like, what you did this week? How long that take you? 4 hours. Make it 7. Send it in.
Hey. Hey, don't give up the cheat codes now.
Hey, you got a gig free game.
I get
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Though.
Free game. I love it. We ain't gonna press them no more. Last thing, I always end these podcasts with my all due disrespect segment. You did. Now we're gonna limit it to college. All right, you just finished 4 years, been playing against a lot of cats, a lot of teams that got some real killers on it. So if you go back to a game, all right, against a team, whether it's your first, second, third, or fourth year that beat y'all, but you knew then and you know now that y'all were better and you had no business losing that. And if you could go back and rerun it, who would that be?
I got a few teams for that.
Well, let's see it. Let's hear them then.
I'm going to start freshman year. So let's see who we played. I don't remember we lost 2 freshman year. Yeah, I do. My freshman year. And they going to be on this list a few times.
Oh, man.
Newman University.
All right. Now, where in the hell is Newman?
In Kansas.
Okay, gotcha.
We ain't had no business losing to them at all. At home.
See.
Especially.
Golly.
Sophomore year was probably Newman again.
Where at this time?
Conference tournament.
Oh, man.
Oh, was it? Yeah, conference tournament. We ain't had no business losing to them. First round.
Well, was that the second game y'all dropped or the last one that put y'all out of it? I remember when you said y'all won one, lost one, and then y'all put pressure on yourselves.
No. This is first round conference tournament. Sophomore year.
Gotcha.
Done. Out of there. We had no business losing that game. And it was just because of the fact we ain't come to play. Like, we wasn't locked in up here.
Got you.
Junior year. We beat NSU twice. UCO.
Okay.
Bruh.
I watched y'all play
we
against them.
We ain't had not an ounce. Not a reason to lose to them. At all. No. Nah.
Where'd they get y'all?
At home.
Damn, boy, y'all taking some tough home L's, ain't you?
Man, and we got an 88% winning percentage at home. Like,
they slid on in there, huh?
That was tough. Yeah, and then this year, Nebraska Kearney.
Was that on the road or did they come to
at home, bro? And that was the last L of the 3-game losing streak.
Okay, so right before you guys turned it around.
Yeah, we had no business losing to them because when we went to Nebraska, we up 30 in the first half. So it's just 30. Like, why couldn't we do this at home? A 30 ball, and we got caught some thugs that game.
You know what? I think that was that particular game your mom was posting about. You know what I mean? Yeah. She had some hard feelings about those types of shenanigans. Rightfully so though.
We had some hood.
You had some hoods, huh?
Yeah.
But but the cost by some thugs, like what y'all do? Y'all flip tables or something to make them say that? Y'all in there fighting? What's happening?
Nah, it wasn't that. So I'm explaining. It wasn't that game. So again, it's a new conference.
True that.
We coming from the Heartland. This is MIAA. They style of basketball.
That's right.
Totally different. They gonna run the play every possession if they have to. Us, it's like we playing pickup.
Yeah.
Kind of with some structure. So it was just like early on we made a statement like Chris Miller. Shout out my boy Chris. Like we made like he gonna foul you.
You gonna feel it too.
After the play, they call a foul on the floor. You go do a layup. You finna get hit. Mm-hmm. First game of the season, he get ejected. Dude go in, we get the foul on the floor. He go to try to dunk it. Chris hit him. Boom, boom, boom. Looking at him.
Even after the whistle.
He walking off, still looking at him. He out of here. So it was just like right then and there. I'm like, bro, you do that. Like, don't get thrown out the game. But like, if you set the tone like that, we're gonna be straight.
Yeah.
So once we got in the conference, that's what it was. Like, we getting me and Keith. I call him 5. That's his number. Uh-huh. Me and him, we gonna talk. Like, I'm talking to the fans. I'm talking to your coach. Say something. I'm talking to him.
All that.
You guarding me. I'm talking to you the whole possession. Like,
all right.
Like that's what it is.
Off,
I don't care. I'm just talking like. I can say something about your girl, your sister. I ain't gonna say nothing about moms. Moms is off limits.
I got you. Oh, he got a little honor.
Yeah, because you say something about moms, I'm gonna start a riot.
All right.
But like we talking, like we done, like me and Keyston got into it with coaching staffs.
True that.
But the thing is that like we knew no matter what, Barkley was gonna have our back.
That's right.
Because Barkley done jumped down some refs. He done jumped down on some coaches. All of that. So it's just like if you got our back, we gonna have yours, and ain't nothing like this is us. So playing teams calling like UCO's coach, we got into it with him, calling us dirty. Like, nah, you cut through the lane, you finna get hit. I'm definitely finna elbow you. You might be in your chest, your stomach, like you gonna get hit. Mm-hmm. So it was the point, and I remember, because the post player tried to do a layup, and Chris like slapped him and the ball, and dude just fell. Ooh. And they coach was like, he's a dirty player, this and that. So the next possession, I come down and hit a tray, and I tell him to shut up. And this started with me in high school. Right. But I ain't gonna get into that. But I tell that coach to shut up. And now he talking to the ref, and the ref telling me, hey, Tim, keep your mouth closed. I'm like, all right, I got you. Next possession, we hit another tray. I'm like, you got something else to say? So that's just how it was. So now, like, when we go play against Nebraska, they got me with 2 fouls early, so I'm on the bench, so I'm talking reckless. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, he got the ball, strap him up. Mm-hmm. I'm in his ear, like, on the court talking to him. And my little freshman Jet just started turning into a dog. I'm talking getting rebounds, ripping them out people's hand, 1-on-5 tray ball. So we hyping them up. And I remember the play. Dude lost the ball, and Barkley, like, 50-50 balls is ours. Like, yeah. No, I don't care. I don't care if it's going out of bounds. Like, I done flipped over the scores table. I jumped in the crowd in OSU, all of that. Like, that's all. So Jet hit the dude in the knee, and dude kind of buckled and reached for the ball. And Jet on the floor, he grabbed it. Get jump ball. So they team running over there, like, trying to push up on Jet to get their teammate up. Well, here come Big Chris.
Yeah, they're moving people.
Moving them.
That's a big dude, man.
Knock dude down. We getting on to him, but at the same time, I'm like, no, that's we up 25 right now. We need this. Mm-hmm. It's their senior night. We need this. Let them rock. Mm-hmm. So they end up giving them a tech or whatever, and coach going crazy, and Chris over there pissed off. I'm like, hey, don't change. Yeah. Like, do that. So then after the game, that's when, oh, you guys want to fight? You guys a bunch of thugs, this and that. And since that game, every team, like, that's what they feared. Like, they fear, like, bro, if I drive, we gonna get hit. Like, I'm hitting you on offense. Like, my screens, I'm hitting you.
You gotta feel me.
Yeah. They might be illegal. You might get hit with one of these. Like, that's what got us to 24-6. Word. Like, and I still think it's crazy because it's like you play 30 games, you lose 6 of them. We ain't did that in RSU. That's why, like, all of this stuff getting shut down. That's why it's big to us, because like people don't realize what we put into it. Like,
you want to finish the chapter if you
can. Yeah, like that, and for us to like go out like that and not even to get laced up like that. That's what hurt the most. Like, we put so much into it, like the meetings, like, especially not even to be selfish, like we all do it, but for me, like, y'all know me, like I stay in the gym. Yeah. Like, all of this that's paying off now started when I was in middle school. Right. High school, Barry giving me the key to the gym. I'm in there till 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Right. Mom's calling.
Hey. Nah.
Look, hey, look, you feel me? We out here. Look, mom's calling me like, you coming to the crib? No, I'm gonna stay with my pops. Now I stayed in the gym. Like I remember, I'll miss the game-winning free throws at Owasso. My mama texts me after the game. I don't care how mad you is. Bring your ass home.
Straight up.
All right. I get to the gym. Barry, let me unlock the ball rack. I stayed in the gym until 2:00 in the morning. I shot on the gun, straight free throws.
That was that Friday night or a Tuesday night?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It might have been Friday night.
Yeah,
Todd was there.
Oh,
shout out my boy Todd.
Todd,
man.
Golly.
Yeah, so I feel like everything that I did this year, like it started from paying off. Like my everyday grind that's from freshman year to now. No matter what time my classes is, practice is, like I'm gonna work out once or twice before practice.
There you go.
So this year it was, I ain't had class till 10 o'clock. I'm up at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Let's shoot. Go to class. Get out, eat. Let's shoot. Practice is at 2. Let's practice. That was like every day. Like I don't think I missed a day unless we had an off day. And even on my off day, like I'm going to go at least let me get 100 shots up.
There you go.
So it was just like everything I done did. And that started from like my pops. Like my pops used to do that. I'm talking Little League football. And we get done running sprints. You don't look like you tired. Back on the line.
Ooh.
And as a kid, it used to be fun. But as I got older, it went from fun to like, all right, this is how it's done. Now I got to work. So like I just, like still to this day, like I'm going to still do the same thing. So I just feel like from there until now, it's just like what helped me get here. So
major stuff, bro.
Yeah, that hurt.
Hell yeah. Well, even though it's a mess, not to get too mushy, proud of you, man. You
Appreciate
know,
it.
watched you from I ain't gonna say the very beginning, but close to the beginning, all the way to now. Now you getting ready to not just finish your college basketball career, but your college academic career. Gonna graduate, go on and do big things, and be a tax-paying citizen and an overrated adult. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Wesley Snipes.
Yes, sir.
Texas.
Good luck to you, dog.